No way, dude. There's no freaking way it's made this. This is exactly what I wanted. We went from this. Okay. That, alright, to this. I win. Look at that. That is... And to think I was about to give up on the video.
You've made a huge mistake.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and what you see in front of you here, I'm very proud to announce, is my brand new school community. I'm calling it the AI Foundry. Be practical. Why it's called that, I'll maybe explain in another video, but if you would like to join, it is just $20 a month, and there is an annual subscription as well available, and you get 20% off if you decide to pay for the entire year, and you get access to so much stuff, all the offline AI tools that I use, all the latest open source projects that I personally use and have worked with, and can teach you guys how to do all that stuff in here. We show you some real world applications, give you some expert guidance as well, and some exclusive resources too. So I can just quickly show you around the community here. So you can see we have some channels set up here, some exclusive offers as well as some DLCs that you can just download directly onto your platform. We're just getting started, and we would love for people to join and really support the channel. This is the best way that I thought, one, I could provide the most value and really get in touch with you guys directly, because there's a lot of questions that have been getting asked in my comments on my videos. So I think this kind of format is more approachable and more personable for a lot more people. I can really get to know what kind of problems you guys are facing here, and then I can create better content for you guys. As always, there will be exclusive content on the school platform as well. So you'll find the link in the description below. This is it. Alright, so what is the purpose of today's video? I noticed in my last video, we got a lot of really good feedback on the Three.js plane flying game, right? That AI created in literally a few moments. Now, I'm trying to think, can we replicate that but with a car? So the only way I can do this justice, okay? The only possible way that I can do a video about cars is to channel my inner Clarkson. So if you just excuse me for a moment, I shall go do that.
Yeah! Speed and power!
Tonight, can a car drive through code? Find out only on Half a Gear.
Oh no! Anyway.
So, now we have our inner Clarkson channeled. We can do some cool stuff here. We need a really intelligent model. I want to give Nemotron Ultra a go today, and we're going to pair this up with Gemini. I think Gemini 2 Flash 2.0 should be alright at this. Let's see. Build a Three.js 1 HTML file car racing game that has a top-down view, can control. Make the track a figure 8. If you guys are Top Gear fans and you have the Clarkson bug like I obviously do, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so what have we got here? What's finished first? So Flash 2.0 is done, but has it created anything that's actually worth looking at? Evidently not. Both of them have produced. No, okay, sorry, my bad. Nemotron is still going. I think that's rubbish. Like, both of them are absolute rubbish. Like, they didn't perform at all. So both of them really didn't work. So we're gonna try again. We're gonna put 2.5 and we're gonna use DeepSeek. We're not really testing any models here, like we're just having some fun. But I mean, honestly, like, I would love if this actually worked. Interesting. Gemini 2.5 must be thinking at the moment. DeepSeek is starting to write already. There you go. Okay. Gemini 2.5 Pro EXP has thought about it a little bit. Okay, so oh, hello. Okay. Can we move the vehicle? So it looks like the car is turning. If you guys can see that, I'll just full screen this so you guys can see a little bit better. So the car is moving and we are driving at 0 kilometers an hour. Okay, so DeepSeek has produced this top-down car driving game. The track is not a figure of 8 and I can fall off the side. Okay, that's very fascinating. Now, I'm very curious to see what Gemini produced, because Gemini thought about it a little bit before it actually came out with the product. So let's see what it does. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's very interesting. So we have a car. I'm pressing spacebar to drift. Oh! Okay, we are now drifting in one motion. I press spacebar. That is okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, again, it doesn't look like a car. I get that. And there's no animation, there's no spinning of the wheels and what, there's no wheels, right? I get that. But I mean, this has produced what I wanted. I wanted exactly this, right? I wanted a car racing game that I could drive on a track with a figure of 8. And that is exactly what it produced. So that's very good. In this case, we're gonna have to give Gemini the winning victory here. And DeepSeek is coming in a close second with this monstrosity. And unfortunately, Nemotron and Flash are out. We are not using those for development purposes anymore. It's always going to be these models now, guys. I reckon I'm always going to pair 2.5 Gemini with DeepSeek V30324 now. I think they're just the best models to code with. So let's have a look. Well, the best free models at least, all right? We ain't trying to pay to use AI, man. We're trying to do it all for free. That's the purpose. I will continue on to try and find the best offline AI coding model that we can use on a daily basis. I know that Linus Tech Tips, LTT, they did just buy a full-fledged Mac Studio with 512 gigs of RAM. So I would be very interested to see what models they end up going with. Maybe, hopefully they release that to the public and then we can know what they prefer. And then, yeah, we can start fine-tuning those type of models to work on our use cases. Okay, so that was all right. We built a game, right? We built a game. The design needs to be game-like. I don't know. And premium? I guess. Can you say that for a UI for a game? I don't know. I'm trying to get it to do something better, right? So to produce something that looks nicer. So obviously DeepSeek V3 is, I think I said in the last video, I wouldn't be surprised if it had some R1 in it, but honestly, I don't think it does with the rate that it's responding now. I think back when I did that video, I think it just may have been overloaded or something like that. But Gemini 2.5 Pro definitely has thinking enabled, which is clearly what it's doing right now. The only difference is we can't see what it's thinking. DeepSeek's almost done here. All right, Gemini's thinking, man. Then we're thinking hard. All right, cool. We're writing now. We're writing. All right. Again, it's never about a race to the finish. It's always about the results. I would rather wait 20 minutes for an AI to come up with the best response I've ever seen in my life compared to an AI that responds instantly and I have to prompt it over and over and over again to get to where I want. Yeah, that just trumps everything. What? What? Are you serious? What is that? You're kidding. Okay, guys. Okay. What in the... Okay. Start race. All right, we have a car. And okay. The controls are kind of backwards. A little bit. The controls are a little bit out of whack here, guys. I'm very sorry about that. I don't think you guys can see the speedometer at the bottom right because it's being cut off by the screen recording, but there is a speedometer and it is working. And I'm actually going at, my top speed is 40 kilometers an hour. So that's not bad, okay? That's pretty cool. How many lines of code is that? 324. This is 545. DeepSeek, I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, that's okay. Let's see what Gemini's done. All right, let's not be biased. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, let me ask for something more. I'm very sorry to any women that are watching this right now. Yeah, it's ironic that I mentioned Clarkson in this video. The one video where I mentioned Clarkson and it produces this. Okay. Yeah. All right. There's the. Okay. So the car just yeah. Okay. So yeah, the car just produced itself there. Yep. I mean, it looks pretty cinematic. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think okay, but both of the controls going through the track. Oh, okay. So this is the controls are completely out of whack, as you can see. But let's just forget that for a moment here. Yeah. Okay. I'm about to go off the track now. Okay. So this is ridiculous. It's a much better attempt. This is insane, right? I love this. I think this is brilliant. We need to just play around with the controls a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this code another go, enhance this game, and make think, okay? We're getting to the steps that we need to, okay? We're getting there. The only difference is this time around, we're just giving it some code as a reference, and then it can use that to build upon something better. Because I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel again. We don't need to start from scratch. It did produce something really good, just not good enough. Gemini has started. Yep, all right. Yep, so we have a game continuing with the UI here. Yeah, all right, man. It's definitely a tricky one, but let's see. I mean, again, I'm not asking it to build like a website this time. Like this is way more complex. Like I'm asking it to build full-fledged games here, guys. This is unreal, okay? I just want to make that absolutely clear. This is unreal. If I can just produce games at a moment's notice, you know, what else can people do, right? Okay, unfortunately, DeepSeek has not completed the code. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Gemini did. So let's see. Oh, okay. Enhanced Racing Drift Challenge. Yeah. So it's pretty pretty safe to say that both of them failed, unfortunately. That is such a shame. I'm really disappointed by that. I did think it was going to perform better, but well, it is what it is. Alright, so to answer your question, can AI build a car racing game using Three.js? The answer is kind of, but not really. I am curious though, so okay, might have to run this in my code editor. And you probably have noticed that I do have an MCP tool here as well. And if you're wondering how can you get MCP tools inside OpenWebUI, which is what I'm using, then definitely do stay subscribed to this channel and definitely join the school community, because I'll be showing you guys exactly how to do it. It's going to be fantastic, right? MCPs are really cool, and as you can see, I have a webhook test MCP here that's just running locally on my machine. And of course, if you can do it through webhooks, then you can pretty much automate anything. Any existing Zapier, Make, N8N, or active pieces workflow that you have can be easily converted into an MCP server just at a moment's notice. If you don't know what an MCP server is, it stands for Model Context Protocol. You know what? I'm just gonna have a bit of an interlude here, and let's go. Yeah, let's have a chat with DeepSeek. Hey, buddy. Can you tell me what the MCP stands for? The new wave of tool calling in AI development. That's wrong. That's completely wrong. Let's ask an AI. So, hey buddy, can you tell me what MCP stands for when it comes to AI development? Okay, that's kind of wrong. So clearly AIs don't know what MCP is. That's very fascinating. You may have noticed there that it doesn't understand what's going on, right? How can we give it some context? So let's use a web search tool here and let's see if we can figure it out. So let's use Gemini Flash because that'll be the quickest way to respond. What is the MCP server? Yes! So the MCP is a Model Context Protocol, guys. Okay, good. Gemini, tell us what an MCP actually is.
MCP servers are lightweight programs that expose specific capabilities through the standardized Model Context Protocol.
Perfect. So there you go. So that is what a MCP server is. It is a build once, deploy everywhere type of solution. So that is definitely something that businesses and enterprise level organizations can really benefit from. I suggest you guys do some research on MCPs, but let's get back to the matter at hand. I'm not giving up on this, all right? It's kind of hard to say between the two, right? Build a one-page HTML file. I'm not going to tell it to use Three.js. I'm just going to tell it to use HTML, right? One-page HTML car racing game where I race a computer-controlled car around a racetrack. So I haven't asked it to use Three.js, which obviously is very complicated. Let's see what it's doing with this. So it hasn't imported anything yet. Just using HTML here, which is quite interesting. Okay, doing some CSS, obviously. Just wait till it finishes the CSS, and then we can have a look and see what library it's actually going to be using, because it definitely needs to use a JS library, surely. What? Okay, so it's not using a library. It's just doing it on its own. Okay. This has also decided to do the same thing. I wonder if this is going to produce better results now that it's not using Three.js, and we've kind of simplified the process a little bit. Maybe it will also finish writing the code this time as well. Oh, no, it doesn't. I do feel like it's very close to finishing the code. Let's just see. Ooh, okay, Gemini flown past, and it's still going. Okay, what are we at here? 6. 30, 50. Oh, again, Gemini finished the code. Man, that is impressive. Okay, obviously DeepSeek did not finish the code, but Gemini has destroyed the countdown. So let's see what's actually produced. Okay. What? No way, dude. There's no freaking way it's made this. Look at this. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh, it's so cool. That's literally what I wanted. Oh. The computer's gone, mate. Catch you later. Woohoo! I win. Look at that. That is... And to think I was about to give up on the video. Alright guys, lesson learned, alright? When you think you're about to give up, just don't, alright? Because you never know what's around the corner. That's amazing. Look at this. You're gone, skis, mate. Catch you later. Dude, that is so cool, man. I mean, look, it's not the, it's not the most complex game in the world, and clearly the AI kind of struggles here. When I say the AI, like the computer AI that's controlling this car, kind of struggles when it gets to this point. But overall, I think, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. This is just the beginning here. Okay, I'm gonna add this to the A Games website as well, guys. This is where you can also find the 3D plane flying game that I created using DeepSeek and Gemini in the last video. If you haven't seen that, link is in the description, and it will also be in the recommended videos after this one. I feel like there's not enough laps. I feel like there's, we need more laps, man. All right, cool. Total laps. All right, let's change total laps. Let's go total laps 10. All right, total laps 10. Save that. Let's go. 10 laps. All right, now it's a race. Okay. I don't know how many people are watching this up until this point, but all right. Look at that. Oh, you guys probably think this is just rubbish right now, but okay, it didn't register the lap there. Oh, it doesn't? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, my lap's on the left. I just saw that now. Okay, my bad. Mate, you are absolutely super slow. Okay, a couple of things I probably add in here is a difficulty system, probably how to play and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, this is a game, man. Like, I am amazed. Okay, and like, so you imagine you give your kids an AI agent that's just programmed to do this. So suddenly they can give their homework or something like that to the AI, and then AI can just gamify it, like literally gamify their homework. Like, that's amazing. And then that way they can learn better, they can interact with it better. After every lap, then they could ask them a question relating to their homework. That's like, and this is potential for many things. I was saying to my partners the other day at the office, we were talking about how AI is just becoming a commodity at the moment, right? But I think what we don't realize is the concept of apps. I think, like, applications as we know it will kind of go extinct to a certain extent, because with the introduction of MCP servers, do we really need front-end GUIs or front-end user interfaces anymore? If you can just connect, like, everyone will have an app, yes, but that app will just be connected to an AI, and that's how you interact with the app. So rather than opening up Amazon and then searching for the latest ironing board, you can just ask the AI, be like, hey, I want to buy a new ironing board, and then it'll just do it, like, that's crazy to think about, isn't it? But I think that's probably the potential that we have of heading towards. As you can see, this is pretty crazy. All right, I'm just driving around right now. I'm just chilling. I'm killing. I'm being a villain. Even for content creators, you think of this, using this stuff as B-roll, man. Like, just coming up with, like, fun little games like this, like, stuff that, like, engages people while they're watching, and you're not using anyone else's content. It's all copyright free, obviously, and everyone just has a damn good time. I think this is a complete win-win. The Gemini 2.5 Pro EXP has literally won my heart today, simply because I just want to make it clear, guys. Can we just, sorry, we went from this, okay, yeah, this is the Gemini version, okay, so we went from this, right, we went from this okay, we went from that, all right, to this, okay, no, is that it? yeah, to this, right, in just a few moments, okay? And yes, it's not 3JS, yes, it doesn't look the prettiest, but it's functional, it's working, right? Like, this is amazing. So yeah, I think this is cool. I'll definitely make a mobile version of this as well. Man, what do you want me to say? Like, this is... We've literally made a car racing game using nothing but pure HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, of course. But wow, I mean, we did that in a matter of moments as well, guys. Let's not forget. Imagine if I spent a whole day doing this, right? Or if you spent a whole day doing this. What could you create in a day, right? Let's not forget, shall we? Let's not forget here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and especially the ladies in particular.
Hello.
Let's not forget that we did this in a few moments, okay? And this kind of stuff used to take days, if not weeks, if not months, if not years, okay? So what could be achieved in years can now be achieved in literally less than a day. What do you think is actually possible now? So much, right? I really hope you got inspiration from this video, and I mean, I'm blown away. I'm completely blown away. I have nothing else to say. This is just insanity. It's beautiful, it's elegant, it looks great in my eyes. It's functional, and it did it in one hit. And as far as I'm concerned, wink wink, nudge nudge. All right, that's great. So, and we've also come to the conclusion that Gemini 2.5 Pro EXP is just insane when it comes to coding, and clearly it can produce all of this in one file. So whereas other models like DeepSeek maybe don't. I mean, we can take this so far. We can take this to so many levels, but yeah. Anyway, that's, I guess I'll wrap it up for this video, but yeah, definitely do stick around. We'll have some videos coming out about MCPs. Definitely do consider joining the ATech AI Foundry. Be practical. We'll see you there very soon. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and really appreciate your support always. And I might actually consider doing a bit of a competition soon as well. Just waiting on a few things to happen first. Oh, should probably mention, yeah, we actually have a really cool event coming up called Tech Verge. We are in Mackay, regional Queensland at that time. Definitely do feel free to come down. Going out in 31 days. It's going to be a massive summit, like a huge summit. We're doing some really cool stuff here. We've got some really cool speakers, and yes, I'm there as well. I just need to add a photo of myself. We have some really cool things happening, really cool things to showcase, really incredible things to kind of oversee and for you guys to explore. So yeah, if you're really interested in coming down, tickets are available. Just go to techverge.live and you'll find it. That is enough for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.